Alright everyone, this is episode number 4 today for the Azerbaijan episode of the F123 mod. Yes, I've decided I can't be bothered waiting 4 weeks or whatever it is between Australia and Baku, so we're going to get this in earlier. Sprint race here as well, so yeah, if you missed the previous episode though, at Australia, I recommend you go and check that one out as well, with a first time win, spoiler alert, for Sergio Perez, but we are up there in terms of as strong as Fernando Alonso in the championship. But Baku, of course, is a bit more difficult, and of course, people have brought upgrades. Red Bull are already in real life bringing an upgrade that's going to give them another 0.2 of a second over everyone else, as if they actually need that. As well, I'm sure other teams are planning upgrades for this race in real life. But back to what qualifying lap, and we've arrived in the castle section, well, the outcast section now, and we're 0.4 up on our previous best time, which is good. As well, through this section with the AI always have OP traction, as they have done in pretty much every F1 game since this track was added back in F1 2015-16, excuse me. But losing time, that's such a horrible corner, that left-hander, and I lost 0.2 there to my previous delta. That is frustrating there. As well, now trying to we're only just shy of, we're actually losing a bit more time, only 1.5 gained on my previous best time. Not great there. You know, we're running out of ERS as well, and up to the line, getting a bit of slipstream mop from the Mercedes, and it's only P7 as well. For Verstappen, comfortable. I mean, even if we didn't make that mistake, you know, we were looking at possibly P3, P4 in the mid-twin Ferraris. As it is, it's 2x2x2x2 for the top 10. 2 Red Bull, 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes, 2 Astons, and 2 Alpines. Of course, we'll have to wait and see if Gasly and Ocon crash into each other like they did in real life in Australia. Fair play though to Stroll. That's a bit of improvement. The second half, the bottom half, have decided they don't want to do 2x2x2. Albon impressive, as well as Sonoda get P12, 13th. Hulkenberg 11th. Magnussen's only down in 16th, but it is tight down there. Apart from Sargent, who's slow. And the McLaren, well, we expected this, you know. Baku's known for its long straights. The McLaren is a dustbin in a straight line, so I mean, you know, they all need a miracle and some huge upgrades if they're actually going to do anything in real life here when they come to the Grand Prix another 2 weeks time. We're halfway there, everyone, in our F1 void. Down the grid, for the sprint race, of course, the game has decided that we're only going to have 4 laps. I don't know why, but there we go. So it's a 5-minute lights for the first ever sprint at Baku for 4 laps, and away we go. And it's an okay start. Russell's had a better start on the Ferrari there. Stroll also has another start. We're just careful not to try and run into the back of Hamilton there, but we are going to get Sainz, or are we, down to turn 2. Sainz has the inside, we give him the space as well, and we're going to get the better exit out of turn 2, but Sainz will come back, of course, with his OP traction. But then, of course, we finally get the overwhelm in top speed. The setup I've got, we're able to swoop around the outside, give him space. So we had a little look at Hamilton as well, and up another position there, as that's Russell being attacked by Gasly, but Russell's able to hold on to the Frenchman. So Gasly having another race, another good race. He's in front, rather an open good start I should say, to this sprint. He's in front of Stroll already, as Sainz has a go through the middle sector. Middle sector is where I'm weakest against the AI, because I've got so much, this is set up for straight line speed. But even though we're still playing games with the Ferrari, not the Mercedes, I think we've got enough, because we've got the same engine there. With the Ferrari, it's got better top end speed. We're just going, I mean, you know, judging by this, we may have not bothered with Sainz, but anyway, we are going to play the game and have the DRS and just stroll past. Hamilton is also going to have a, excuse me, not Hamilton, Russell is going to have a go as well, but we are able to defend from Russell. But Russell has got past Sainz there as well. Now it's about keeping this up to the line there, as Russell is going to have DRS. We're not going to give him, we're not going to take the DRS for him, because of course this is the last lap. That's the shortest sprint you'll ever see, 4 laps. It's going to be a lot longer in real life. Up to the line, for P, just about keep Russell behind. For P5 it will be to start the race. Verstappen already running away. The two Red Bulls have got so much pace around here, it's a joke. The Ferraris, to be fair, are in the 43s. Sainz is in the 43s, as was Hamilton. I'm pretty sure we could probably get in the 43s with a bit more pace, but alas, nothing doing there. Great job by Tsunoda. He will start P10 behind Stroll, who needed a bit better start from P9 as well. So yeah, we're going to move then to the race as well. We're going to be slightly longer the race, 13 laps. Race strategy is going to be our one stop. Did think about medium to soft. Baku's not a bad track for doing that, and the Delta isn't too bad. We'll go for the softs to try and see if we can get. You see Hamilton there on the left. He's starting on the medium, so we'll see what happens with him. There's 5 red lights in, and away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and it's the usual start. Russell down the inside, try and look around the outside of Hamilton there. We've got Russell, he's having a go at Perez. He's had a poor start, has lost out to one of the Ferraris, as Russell is going to try and out-traction us here, down to turn 3. Excuse me, no DRS just yet, but he has the inside, and we're just going to easily defend get the outside. He comes back at us, to be fair, has the inside in the next corner, as that's Perez forcing his way back through on the Ferrari. Charles Leclerc will up a position as Stroll hasn't lost a position. He's going down the inside there of Gasly. Go on, Lance. That's a lovely little move by Stroll. In the middle sector is up another position as well, and he's now on the back of Sainz and Hamilton. We'll see what happens. Sorry, Sainz and Russell, excuse me. We're closing on Hamilton. A rate of knock. What on earth has happened to Mercedes? They're a snail in a straight. They're not as slow as McLaren. It's an easy move round the outside and up to P4 as well, as our teammate was also making moves, or was looking to make moves on Russell and Sainz. He has a look down the inside, almost gets squeezed the 3 wide through that corner, and they all survive just about, as well as Russell now round the outside of Sainz. Turn the inside for the next corner, maybe a bit more downforce for the Mercedes there, as we've watched on board with Stroll. Double dive bomb, barges Sainz out the way, round the outside. Sainz takes the curb. A lovely little move there by Stroll to get 2 positions, and Stroll's up to P6. Fabulous start by our teammate there. As we're coming in the end of lap 4, couldn't catch Leclerc. I fancy an undercut, basically. As well, gives Stroll the option to come in next lap. Well, 2.4 second stop, not bad. We're coming out, I think, in P19. Somebody else has already pit, I think, for an early pit. I think Albon has actually pit for an early pit stop there. As we're going to get breeze past Sargent, who has no chance as well. Now there's a whole load of people in the pits next lap, and we're comfortable ahead of the likes of Sainz and Sainz and Russell there, who were battling for further positions back. So now we're looking on the back, practically pushing the McLaren of Oscar Piastri through the corner. Fortunately, no damage for us, but we are going to just breeze past. He's going to go defensive, but we switch to the right. Thank you very much, Oscar, and that's us up to P10. Piastri's chance of points is gone down the drain. As us, excuse me, that's Leclerc. I thought originally when I came out that was Sainz and Heartbreak, but no, it's Leclerc. So the undercut is working. It has worked on Leclerc, especially the fact he's been held up by Zhou Guanyu through the final corner, still not past the Chinese driver in the Alfa Romeo, and now they're going side by side, as I'm sure Zhou will try and come in. We're going to just make this overtake on the left because there's not space there, and Zhou will actually cut across, but we've got so much overspeed we can get Leclerc here as well, round the outside into turn 1. Thank you very much, and we're up another position into, that's going to be P3 and onto the podium as well. And it's a good day for Haas, 10th and 11th currently as well. So Haas are having a good outing. Magnussen's the one in the points, so that could be their first points of the campaign, as we're now starting to play the old DRS game with Leclerc and Hamilton, who's come out the pits on hard tyres, I think, but he's got too much pace on those hards. Like, he's got good tyre wear compared to us. We're just too busy squabbling, as Verstappen was flying out there a second of that faster than anyone else. And just look at how much we're able to reel in the Ferrari. Hamilton's going to have a little look as well. He follows me. Hamilton follows us through, and he's going to go around the outside there as well. But now, unfortunately for Stroll, he was doing so well. Remember, he was down in P6. Unfortunately for Lance, he's got an engine issue, so he's going to be dropping out the points because, you know, there's such a gaggle of cars. You know, you're down on power, you've got nothing to defend with. As Hamilton has a go down the inside there, but thinks better of it, making think of going side by side into the castle section. No one has ever gone side by side into the castle section, except for maybe some online person wanting to take someone out. A horrible corner there, hit the curb. Hamilton's going to have another go down the hill. We're going to defend and give him a little bit of space. There's a bit contact there, but nothing meant by it. I don't think Hamilton's got any damage, and they're going to carry on for now in P3 in this huge battle for the final podium. And that's Leclerc. He's got DRS on Hamilton, and he's gone past back. He's got back past Hamilton. Russell's coming as well. Lap 11. We are defending now from Leclerc, who's got a good run out the final corner. We are going to defend the inside, squeeze him to the outside, and retain P3 for now. Through again this horrible corner, down the final corner. We're on the final lap now. Can Leclerc get this podium away, or one of the two Mercedes potentially, as Verstappen sets another fastest lap and wins the race? And there was contact there with Leclerc. We're on board with him now. He had a dive on the inside, gave him the space, but then he took the curb, which just offset the car, and there was always bound to be contact once he touched that curb as well. I think the two Mercedes are going to be a photo finish between those two. But for us, up to the line, it's going to be yet another podium in this series. Leclerc unable to get us up to the line, and it's P3, which is, considering the rocket ship that is the Red Bull, I'll definitely take that as well. Leclerc P4, he was sad not to get the podium, but it's good points for him. The two Mercedes 5th and 6th. Sainz will be disappointed with only 7th. Ocon, first points for him, beating his teammate Gasly. He'll be happy with that. Magnussen will be happy as well. There'll be no Gunther will also be happy because Haas have got their first points of this series, and Gasly rounds out the top 10. He seems to be better qualifying. Hulkenberg unfortunately misses out on a place, as does points, as does Stroll. Such a shame for Stroll after that good start, but you know, hopefully this is the momentum Stroll needs to kick on and get points at Miami in a couple of weeks' time. De Vries 13th and Tsunoda 14th. Tsunoda got caught out, I think. So Piastri only 15th, showing McLaren's poor pace, sandwiching the Alfa Romeos, with Albon down in 19th with that early stop. So in the Drivers' Championship, Verstappen has a 1-point lead over Sergio Perez. We're slightly now further back in 3rd, but we're comfortable to Hamilton, who's only 4th. Russell is 5th. Leclerc starting to catch up. He's in 6th. Sainz did get points, but it's a miserable, not a great start of the season for him. He's in 7th. Norris 8th. Gasly picks up more points in 9th, and Yuki Tsunoda remains in 10th. In the Drivers' Championship, Red Bull have pretty much already won. Mercedes are streaking away in 2nd now. You know, we need to get Stroll scoring some points here. Ferrari starting to catch up in 4th. And Alpine have jumped up to 6th place. So can they get McLaren and finish in 5th? Sort of the best of the rest type of thing. Well, Haas don't move up position despite scoring points today, but they are level on points, and there's first points on the board for them. So yes, if you have enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, see plenty more F123 more career mode videos as when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.